Many students think that in Ielts, high score comes from doing full-minute tests. But in reality, Ielts assesses our ability to use English naturally and actively. My name is Maujuda, and I'm gonna guide you to get high score in the Ielts exam and share my own experience to help you avoid making the same mistake that I made in my Ielts preparation. When I was preparing for the Ielts exam, I tried to do as many full tests as I can to improve my band score. That's why I haven't seen any improvement in my Ielts band score. What we should do if we shouldn't try to do full many tests, try to memorize list of vocabulary or learn grammatical structures. Let's clear it up. As I mentioned, I thought vocabulary is the most important step towards each section of the IELTS test. But every single section of the IELTS test requires special skills. There are two important specific skills for writing section: sentence structure and idea development. If you are master on these two things, you can get high score for your essay. Learn sentence structures. Don't try to learn all of them. Just choose one or two sentence structures and try to practice them. And you can choose a question from authentic text materials and try to write an essay by using exact sentence structures. So then you can practice them actively. You have to analyze your every single mistake, such as grammatical mistakes, idea development, or word choice mistakes. You have to take high-level sample answer for the exact question. And then you should try to analyze how ideas are connected to each other, how discourse makers are used in the essay, what about vocabulary and grammatical structures. You can learn topic-specific collocations and vocabulary by analyzing that essay. After that, you have to upgrade your essay by using the same structures and the high-level vocabulary and collocations that you have analyzed. Although some students try to memorize some sample answers for exact questions, this never helps them to improve their band score in the IELTS test. IELTS speaking is about fluency and natural explanation. But when it comes to memorization in IELTS speaking, this immediately leads to hesitation. The first thing you should do is try to think in English. That's the key and the most important step to improve your band score for the speaking tests. Because if you can't think in English, you never can speak in English naturally. Use WWH technique to develop your answers for the speaking questions. To practice that tip, you have to take a question from authentic test materials and try to give an answer by using that technique. And then, while you are answering the question, you have to record your voice. After that, listen to your voice 4 times. Each time, try to catch your mistakes. Look for important things. These are fluency, grammatical range and accuracy, lexical resource, and pronunciation. At the end, try to upgrade your mistakes. Honestly speaking, I spent too much time to read something in English, like reading articles, books, to improve my IELTS reading score. But these things can help you to improve comprehension, but comprehension alone can't give you a chance to get high score. That's why training special skills is also important for reading. These are skimming and scanning. Skimming is quickly reading the passage and understanding the main idea of each paragraph, while scanning helps you to locate answer as quickly as possible. And also, some students fail in IELTS reading because of they try to match exact words instead of matching exact meaning. That's why practice paraphrasing recognition is also an important step to get high score in the IELTS reading. The first thing that you can do to boost your IELTS listening score is train your ears to understand native speakers. When it comes to IELTS preparation, you have to start from hardest parts. For example, if you have problems with part 3 or part 4, you only should focusing on these parts, so then you can see fast improvement in your IELTS score. If you have started your IELTS preparation recently, you can just start from part 1 and gradually level up your parts. After each test, try to analyze your every single mistakes and understand why you have made those mistakes. Full tests only can help you to measure your level, not anything else. That's why I never recommend you doing full minute tests. Instead, try to practice special skills for each section of the IELTS test.